Today I'm reviewing the LTC NB841 Pro, a TKL mechanical keyboard that aims to offer solid value in the budget range. With its sleek design, customizability and some practical features packed in, it's a keyboard that's looking to carve out a place in a very competitive market. Let's see if you can stand up to the competition and whether it's worth adding to your setup. Let's kick things off by looking at the unboxing experience. The box is your standard keycap packaging with big bold LTC branding front and center. Inside, the board itself comes in a foam protective wrap with the user manual beneath. You're getting a USB-A to USB-C cable, followed by a dual keycap and switch puller and some spare switches. The unboxing experience was satisfactory, all the usual essentials, nothing too fancy but not disappointing either. Okay, I'm going to quickly go over some of the main specs and features before I get into my own thoughts and opinions. The NB841 Pro comes in at $89.99 across Amazon regional sites or directly from LTC themselves. It features an ANSI TKL layout with a screen and a knob. It's packing tri-mode connectivity, meaning you can connect via Bluetooth, 2.4 GHz wireless or wired USB-C. It ships with a 2000 mAh battery. With the main specs and features out of the way, let's start by taking a surface level look at this keyboard. So the unit I've got on hand for this review comes in a nice blue theme with a variety of different shades. It's also available in a green theme as well. It's got a TKL layout with both a screen and a knob. I'll go over the screen a little bit further in the video. So the board has a plastic case, but it's definitely heavy. It's got a sturdy build quality, bordering on rigid. From the side profile we can see that it's got a stiff typing experience. There's little to no bounce to each keystroke. There's some cool features on the underside. The 2.4 GHz backplate is magnetic, so it kind of just sits there. There's also a cable pass-through, so you can route the cable as normal, or it could actually go out to the left or right too. There's also a connection mode toggle switch under here where you can toggle between wired, wireless or 2.4. There's a nice big rubber pad in each corner with height adjustable feet offering 2 layers of adjustment. Because of those clean design choices on the underside, the edges are kept nice and clean. I would say unfortunately there's a decent sized nimble back branding on the front edge. I do get it though, they're kind of a young brand who want to get their name out there. So back on the surface, as mentioned, TKL layout with a metal knob. You also get a series of indicator LEDs for a caps lock, win lock and a battery level indicator. So yeah, there's a screen on this board, so it shows some useful information like date, time, connection mode and more indicators. You can also upload a GIF to this, but for the purpose of this review, I'm not going to, just know that you can. Moving on to the keycaps, they're double shot PBT in the OEM profile. As mentioned, you're getting various shades of blue with nice crisp professional looking legends. I am a fan of the keycaps. Moving a layer deeper, let's talk about the switches. So I couldn't actually find much information on them, but what I can tell you is that they're linear and they're a 3-pin. To be honest, they feel like a pretty cheap switch to me and I didn't actually particularly enjoy them. Overall, the board gives off a clacky, flat kind of a sound profile. There's a bit of a scratch to it. It's not my cup of tea. Most of the stabilizers were acceptable, but the spacebar on the other hand was very rattly. Maybe it was just my unit, but take a listen. Okay, moving on. For the battery, you're getting a 2000 mAh battery. Honestly, I was really disappointed with that. It's a major drawback. I haven't seen a battery that small in a keyboard in a long time. If you want to do some gaming on this keyboard, you do get N-key rollover, but I don't have any fancy testing equipment, so I couldn't test latency. Segueing on from gaming, this keyboard has a really nice vibrant backlight. It's got full perky RGB and 17 preset modes you can cycle between. Touching on software compatibility, this board comes with a web-based solution, which is a nice plus, but you do still have to install a driver. The UI is familiarly lacking, but you can do all the usual customizing. Okay, it's at this point in the video where I'd usually do a teardown to showcase the internal structure of the keyboard, but I didn't do it this time. Let me explain. So first off, this board is using a clip design, so straight away I'm docking points because it's not the most disassembly friendly solution. So the main issue is with the cable connecting to the screen. It's pretty short and I didn't want to risk unplugging it. What I can tell without doing a full disassembly is that you're getting a steel plate with plate mounted prelude stabilizers. You're also getting a silicon spacebar dampener. Next you're getting a silicon layer followed by a 5-pin hot swappable PCB with south facing RGB LEDs. So yeah, in my opinion it's not a very disassembly friendly keyboard, which I know a lot of people who like to tinker with their boards will be a little bit disappointed by. Okay, as always, it's time to play the sound test before I leave you with my closing remarks and recommendations. While the LTC NB841 Pro does some things right, like offering a budget-friendly price and a decent overall build quality, it's tough to ignore that the market is flooded with similarly priced keyboards offering much more polish. The switches feel subpar and the sound profile leaves a lot to be desired, and the typing experience is a bit stiff. On top of that, there's the issue with the ribbon cable connecting the screen, which offers almost no slack. The 2000 mAh battery is another weak point. In a market where we're seeing 4000 mAh or larger batteries in similar boards, this was a letdown. For frequent wireless users, this could be a significant drawback. Ultimately, in a market where even budget keyboards can be great, I find it difficult to recommend the NB841 Pro over better refined options from other brands. It's a decent keyboard, but there's little that truly sets it apart. That concludes this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider dropping a like and subscribing, because your support is greatly appreciated and it's free to do. Another huge thanks to the people over at LTC for making this video possible.